Queen Elizabeth II, born Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor on April 21, 1926, in London, was the longest reigning monarch in British history, serving for over 70 years until her passing in 2022. She was the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, later King George VI and Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth's path to the throne was unexpected, originally third in line after her uncle, King Edward VIII, and her father. Her life changed when Edward abdicated the throne in 1936 to marry American divorcee Wallis Simpson. Her father became king, making Elizabeth the heir presumptive. Elizabeth's upbringing emphasized duty and service, which shaped her future as queen. During World War II, she played an active role, notably joining the Auxiliary Territorial Service, where she trained as a driver and mechanic, becoming the first female member of the royal family to serve in the military. This experience furthered her sense of responsibility to her country. In 1947, Elizabeth married Philip Mountbatten, a former Prince of Greece and Denmark. Their marriage lasted over 73 years until Philip's death in 2021, and they had 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Philip was a supportive figure throughout her reign, although his strong personality often attracted public attention. Elizabeth became queen in 1952 following the sudden death of her father. At 25, she was thrust into a role that would define not only her life but also modern British history. Her coronation in 1953 was the first to be televised globally, marking the beginning of her reign as a modern, media-conscious monarch. Her reign was characterized by significant events, from the decolonization of Africa and the Caribbean to the Cold War and the evolution of the European Union. A key achievement of her reign was her dedication to the Commonwealth. Elizabeth saw the Commonwealth as a way to maintain connections between Britain and its former colonies, fostering cooperation and unity among member states. Her annual Christmas broadcasts were another hallmark of her reign, allowing her to communicate directly with her subjects and people across the Commonwealth, showcasing her deep sense of duty and her ability to connect with the public. Throughout her reign, Elizabeth navigated multiple challenges both within the monarchy and outside. The 1990s were particularly difficult, with family scandals and divorces making headlines. In 1992, the Queen's annus horribilis, Prince Charles and Princess Diana separated, Princess Anne divorced, Prince Andrew's marriage ended, and a fire devastated Windsor Castle. The royal family faced increasing public scrutiny, particularly following Princess Diana's tragic death in 1997. The monarchy's response was initially seen as out of touch, but Elizabeth eventually addressed the nation, showing a rare public display of emotion, which helped restore public confidence in the monarchy. In her later years, Elizabeth continued to adapt to changing times, gradually passing on more responsibilities to younger generations of royals, including her son, Prince Charles, and grandson, Prince William. However, she remained a constant figure of leadership, performing official duties and maintaining a busy public schedule even into her 90s. Her steady presence offered reassurance and continuity as Britain navigated modern challenges, including Brexit and the COVID-19 pandemic. Queen Elizabeth II's personal life was marked by significant loss in her later years, including the death of her beloved husband, Prince Philip, in 2021. Despite her personal grief, Elizabeth continued to fulfill her royal duties, remaining a resilient figure admired for her dedication to the crown. On September 8, 2022, Queen Elizabeth II passed away at Balmoral Castle in Scotland at the age of 96, marking the end of an era. Her 70-year reign spanned 15 British prime ministers, from Winston Churchill to Liz Truss, and saw immense social, political, and technological changes. Her passing was mourned around the world, and she was succeeded by her eldest son, King Charles III. Elizabeth's legacy is one of unmatched service, dedication, and adaptability. She modernized the British monarchy while maintaining its traditions, earning the admiration of people worldwide. Her reign will be remembered as one of the most transformative and stable periods in British history, with her life embodying a sense of duty that transcended borders.